Hello, this is Priscilla Batzel. I'm in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Fluid Art Studio Gallery. This is a 12 by 16 inch canvas pre-primed from the store, but not with Artist Loft. I am going to use some of my Amsterdam White. I was going to use some Vivid Intense. No, I'm going to use my Vivid Intense from Colourarte in the bottom of my dish. Come on, out you come. Really? It looks to be pretty thick. Must be time to add something to it to make it thinner. Then I'm going to use some of my blue velvet because I want to create a sky color that's lighter than either one of those, well, than the blue velvet. This is Water Lily. I think I'm going to put a little bit of Artist Loft on my canvas when I go to do this. I'm going to keep using the colors. I've got some Moody Lilac. I don't mind what color I get to start because I know I can always add something on top of it. I don't want to waste the Plum Blossom doing that. I have another landscape coming right up. So let's just try and see what happens when I mix these colors right on this plate. So I'm going to go across. That's not a bad color. Chances are I may, in a moment, add some Chantilly lace just to see how that's going to work out because I want more light colors. If this happens to go over the edge, I'm all good with that. I'm just trying to get rid of the basic white canvas to begin with. And then, while you're gone, I'm probably going to use my finger and cover my edges. Let's try the Chantilly lace, assuming I can get it to come out. Excuse my head, please. I will keep taking the paint off my spatula. Now I've got enough paint left to continue on down, and I think I can use it for my edges. Or I can just put it all on there. I don't mind if there's a little bit of water lily showing up in it, but I'm switching sides so I make sure my top edge and my side edge are covered. Well, that was interesting. I'm kind of liking the color variations, it's not verdigris, the ombre effect. Gotta make sure there's nothing in there like that. And it's good if you can keep your fingernails out of the painting. I really did like how the Chantilly lace looked in there. slow my roll a little bit so I can get a nice smooth stroke. I'm not sure what that thing is, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't belong, whatever it is. Now I'm going to take the tiny little bit of paint that's left. Where'd it go? On my spatula. Use a little more Chantilly lace. And a little more water lily. I kind of wish I'd put those clouds down on this side as well. I guess I still could. Just a dollop. And call it good. Because I can always cover whatever is here. And I'll be back. One more swipe. And none of this matters. I'll probably clean my spatula off. I'll see you in a second. Okay, I'm back. It's the next day. This is dry. I've added a little bit of black to my edges. It's still damp. And brought it up over the sides so that there's no line of demarcation. And I could, for all intents and purposes, break up that hard line if I wanted to. A little bit. Because I can. So I'm going to put some Amsterdam black down across the whole bottom. I think even before that, I'm going to give myself permission to put some deep amethyst right along the horizon line. And some indigo violet right along with it, and then I'm going to probably mix it together with a card. I might even put a fourth color in there. I was thinking teal. This is, I think this is Wild Orchid. With a big blob on the end, which should not be there. And just for grins, we'll put a little bit of this teal. And I have a playing card, or I had a playing card right handy. I have another one. It's alright. I'll take that color and let it go right over the edge too. Chances are good if I tip, and I may. Oh, I like that combination. Maybe I should tip now. See if it moves. It moves, just not a lot. And that's okay with me. Because I'm pretty sure there'll be sufficient paint added soon. If I want to move it, I can. Let's just bring this right down here. Why waste any paint? Clean my card right off. Oh, the two cards were together. Oh, that's funny. I've never picked up two playing cards at the same time. So I've been thinking about this, and it's hard to decide because the spatula isn't going to cover the whole area that I want to swipe. And I do need something of a layer of paint. Not super copious, but enough to float the colors I'm going to add on. It occurs to me I might even want to use the spatula in my hand, which is, by the way, the OXO Omelette Turning Flip and Fold spatula. It's best paint spreading tool I know of. It's an OXO Good Grips. It's on my Amazon link. My Amazon link is on my link tree underneath Show More under the video, along with other things like PayPal donation options. Just saying. Alright, I'm going to add just enough paint in this other half so I can be ready. Oh, that's a hair. Where does that even come from? I know. I got it though. I don't usually like the texture of paint on canvas when it's textury like this, but the colors are so pretty, it makes it hard not to like it. One of the nice things about this spatula is it will pick up a blade of paint, a substantial blade of paint, so even upside down it'll carry it to a new location. I'm going to scrape that off as best I can. I did use my black paint, the Mead black paint. I'm looking for my true silver, and I wish I had grabbed it in advance, but the truth is that I have another light color that'll have to suffice. But I'd still like to find the true silver. And it should be... I found it! Yes! I like it when a plan comes together. I kind of want to make stripes across, but I'm not sure how to go about that. There's the true silver. This is Frostbite. These are all Prizm pores. Except for this black iris. Oh, that's Prizm pour too. Never mind. We'll start with that and see how it's going. I kind of want to put a little green in there. Why do I want to do that? I've got Seaglass, which I believe is a primary element. And I've completely changed my mind about what I wanted to do. I'm going to grab my small spatula, get my black paint out of the way, and use... Oh, I didn't clean it. It's dry. At least it's dry. So I'm going to need to go... I'm going to use some of the... Oh, I was going to use the gold. I'm going to use the silver. I'm not sure that's a great idea because I have silver there, but I'm going to try it anyway. Alright, I figured I just want this to be sort of very simplistic landscape, but I'm very bad at keeping on track when it comes to being simplistic because I just don't seem to be able to do it very well at all. So I'm going to grab, since I like what I see, I'm going to grab a little more of this black, put it right along the edge over here, and then I'm going to go, and that's got to be on the right side. I am going to use some of the Indigo Violet. And some of the Wild Orchid. And I'm still contemplating green. This is the black iris again. I haven't used any gold. I have a very coppery color which is Mayan gold and saffron. And I think I'm going to indulge in a little bit of this chestnut brown, which is a primary element. painting by ear. Grab a new spatula that's wider. I think that one will work. So I need it along the left edge. This time I'm going to use the gold and the silver. I just changed my mind. There's a lot of it there too. Oh, I'm nervous. Why am I so nervous? I'd be very lucky if this works out. And it occurs to me I'll probably want an edge catcher. I don't mind any of that. That's cool. Scrape off my residuals over there. I've got one more little spot on my bottom down here in this corner. And that might call for the small spatula. And I kind of want some green, but I like this pattern in here. Maybe I'll just use a plain card. A little bit of Fandango and a little bit of Wintergreen. Some of the gold first. Some of the black after. I have no idea what I'm doing, so don't think I do. I constantly experiment. Well, I don't think it's an ocean scene, although that could still happen, I suppose, in the bottom 20%. And I like what I have. I like that silver, but we'll see what happens when I take it out, too. Got a little bit of black on my card. Kind of like all that. Kind of like stealing colors from one place and putting them in another too. Now when this is dry, I'll have my opportunity. Oh, I've got some paint that fell over. Perfect. Let's steal that and put it over here. Just a little purple. I'm probably going to torch that to release the bubbles. I see a couple bubbles. And then I'll have to make up my mind what's coming tomorrow. There could be some trees. There's definitely the possibility of a moon and some clouds in the sky. And I'll see you then. I'll be back in a second. Hello, I'm back. And this is dry, and I want to put a moon in the sky, and I looked for everything. I looked for small round things because I want to cheat. I just want part of a moon. I also have a little piece of cardstock or plastic acetate so that I can knock off some of the first. So I'm going to try and guesstimate my little 3/4 circle, dip it into the paint, maybe a little more than that. I can always wipe it off with a Q-tip. Try that once on something. I think I want more paint still. Alright, here goes nothing. There's my moon. Okay, so I was thinking about what do I want to do for trees. And I think if I grab a little bit of Van Dyke Brown, it might be something of a contrast, not probably very much. But if I put some trees in along the right in front of the mountains, I was planning on putting a full moon in, which meant I could make a lot of silver moonlight shapes along the edges of things, but I kind of prefer not having to do that everywhere, so the fairy moon works pretty well. But I am going to put a little bit of silver, because that'll make it stand out against the mountainside. And I'm not doing anything fussy. I'm just using the tip of my skewer to intimate or give the impression of branches. Just dots and dabs. Dot it and dab and pull it. And of course you could always go back the next day and add some more if you wanted to, because it's you could definitely put as many in as you want. And then go back and add trunks after, I think. I could probably put some green trees in there somewhere, but I think I want to just keep on. I think I want to put some trees up along the edge of this rise. And I left little marks yesterday. I just pulled up through the dark color. I think today I'll add a few. I keep wanting to call them stems, trunks. A rocky hillside with trees. Just little lines. And I can't really use the silver, so I might as well stick with the Van Dyke Brown. Well, whatever they are, there's a bunch of them. Which reminds me, I stuck my skewer in down here, where this green is, and I just spiraled out a few things, figuring they'd give the impression of trees also. Just add a little bit of texture here and there. Probably be just as easy with a paintbrush. You might want to try that. If you're good with one of those little, I used to do sign painting, and sign painting brushes would be nice and thin. Yeah, that's just enough. And maybe just dot along the ridge. I might use the dull end of the skewer. Because it picks up more paint, you see. Whatever it is, we're giving the impression of it. We're not doing anything specific, but I think we're going to do a little bit more. And then I can go back with the sharp end carefully. I mean, you could even imply houses, I think. Yeah, I'm just pulling up through. I want to make it easy. Just something to draw the eye. Now if I want to do clouds, it's time to think about that. And I did think about grabbing one of my fingertips, or the marble I put in a fingertip. And I thought about silver. Maybe I will do some silver. We'll give it a try. I meant to get a paper towel that was damp ready, just in case I needed it. That was True Silver. This is Moody Lilac. Should have done something else with my dish. This is a little Plum Blossom. The colors will be underneath the video. The Plum Blossom and the Love You Pink, which I'm going to use again in a second here, are both primary elements. Little clouds, which I'm figuring the paint will dry a lot more clear than this. See-through is a better way of putting that, since I never get the opaque stuff right. And I thought about using my spatula. I tend to wonder, you know, I don't always think of clouds at night, but lately I have been a lot. Right over the edge, and camouflage the spots that are less than. Just dabbing. Could probably roll. It hardly matters, I think. Although I'm contemplating putting a little more purple. I think there's way too much silver there. Although some of it was the Moody Lilac, which has probably got an interference quality to it, which means it'll be looking somewhat color shifting. I'm going to use some of the water lily. Am I? Maybe I'm not. I got just enough air to come out of there to think I could get some. I could definitely use a bigger balloon. But then I'd have much bigger marks. I kind of was hoping to get the moon in there soon enough so that it would be dry and I could put some wispy clouds over it. And of course, there's always tomorrow. If I don't like the way it turns out, I can add more. I like these little trail marks. I don't want to get rid of them completely. I want to be a little careful of my big puddle of silver there, though. Definitely don't want to keep all of that. I'm hoping my head is to the side. Yes, yay! I'm not sure how many more clouds I need. I mean, I could probably make out well with just what I've got and be happy too, I think. I could add more colors, I know I could, but I'm not sure I care. Let's give a little bit of, I'll use this up here. I'm going to use a little bit of the Wild Orchid and bring back some of the Plum Blossom. I like adding another depth of color another tone because it adds some sort of dimensionality. And then I might be calling it good. I've got my little moon. I kind of want to put some of that purple right down in the mountains. I noticed there was looks like a couple of drops of water. So I have some low-hanging clouds. That's kind of cool. I hadn't thought of that. I like that idea. Oh, somebody's feeling their oats. My dogs have been on Apoquel for a while, and one of them has decided that it's not good enough, and he's chewing on himself, so he's wearing a donut today, and he's not happy about it. I think that's pretty good. Alright. I was expecting that to be shading in the mountain, but if it looks like a low-hanging cloud, I'm pretty happy about that. Maybe even more than a little. Alright, so what can I tell you? Please give me a thumbs up. When you watch my videos longer, you give my YouTube channel a chance. So let them run if you can. I really appreciate the time you give me. My paint pouring recipes below show more. I have over 32 playlists of 100 videos all about paint pouring. And everything is organized by topic and genre. If you'd like something, let me know because I have them all easily linked and accessible. My Amazon link has my 2 books and everything else, but it has my 2 books because I can and Unlimited Possibilities on it. And they are the first and the second 100 videos I made for YouTube about paint pouring. You see I have little dots that are too strong. And good on me that they weren't so dry. Alright, let me shimmer this at you. I think this could use, I love the clouds. I'm getting better, I think. Let me know in the comments if you think I'm getting better. A little bit at a time. Practice makes perfect. Don't give up. And these landscapes are not as hard as you might think when you might look at the original picture because it's just stages. Love my low-hanging clouds. I could give this a coating of gloss varnish, but I'm not sure because sometimes I really like the contrast between the more matte black, which was the Amsterdam or even the Mead and Paint. Anyway, so thank you for being here. I post at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Donations are welcome through PayPal. The link is on the link tree, and so are the others. My couple of websites: Pixels.com and Fine Art America, Society 6 and Legalist. There's Spring under the video. It shows pictures of stuff. There's lots of stuff there. Go check it out. Christmas is a great time to check that out. Questions are welcome and encouraged. My community board will show you tomorrow's video most evenings late, as long as I'm on top of my game. And my paint pouring recipe, if I didn't mention, is under the video, but I think I might have. I give lessons at the house in Spring Hill, Florida, and my artwork is for sale, and I need to sell it in order to pay for art supplies. Which reminds me, thank you to all the members who've joined my channel who are helping me buy GAC 800 and Floetrol and Australian Floetrol and canvases to keep me painting here. So thank you guys very much for being here. I'll see you anon. Bye for now. Priscilla out.